Hello, welcome back to the Apocalypse. My name is Vormithrax, you can call me Vorm, and this is episode number 107 of our Let's Play tutorial for Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. And in between episodes, as I mentioned I would, I did just a little bit of maintenance. I got some sleep. We got interrupted in our sleeping by a couple of minor zombies and a decayed pouncer. Had to pop out of the vehicle and stab them to death with merciless glee. So I got that done. No damage to the vehicle, so it's pretty tough. They weren't able to do anything. And I cooked up a little bit of the meat that we had accumulated from the bees and have those available. So we've gotten our food and drink and we're ready to get moving. I grabbed Cartsy out of the back, so let's go ahead and get a few things done. We're just going to roll back into town and take a look at a few things, so let's do that. I think we got most of the place cleared, but yeah, it looks like there's still a few hangers on here. I'm using the S-stock instead of the spear. A little more punch. I don't have the reach attack, but I'm not as worried about getting bit anymore with all the gear and the medicines that I've got, so I'm just going to let them close, and I'm going to use the extra pierce damage to just pretty much wail away on them. Alright, so all here, cart there. Let's throw in that ammo. Make sure everything's nice and smashed up. And once we get rid of the local... Oops, hello zombie. Yeah, I see you there. Once we get rid of these local zombies, then we will backtrack and check the building, see if there's any kind of loot that we need. Smith & Wesson 619, huh? Alright. We'll grab that. A couple vehicles. This one's running. Let's turn it off. Take a look at it. So it's got a decent amount of gas and a good battery because it's been running. No wheels, so it can't drive anywhere. Nothing about it I care about. Oops, another zombie coming. And something in the back here. What do you got for me? No, I don't care about that. What's over here? Inhaler we'll grab. It's a quest item for some NPCs, and I think that is all of the zombies. Alright, let's go down, check this one first, then we'll work our way north. What do we got? I see binoculars, we want those. Don't care about the football. Composite bow, definitely want that. Haven't really gotten into bows in this particular character, but that is one of the best ones, so we're going to grab it. Throw those in there, and we'll throw the meat in there as well. There, grab it. Okay, and what do we got up here? Hunting knife, 30 butchering quality. I think that's better than my butcher's knife. We're going to grab that. Let's do an inventory comparison. That's capital I, Shift I to do this. We're going to highlight the butcher knife and the hunting knife, and we get a side-by-side comparison. So yes, the hunting knife is 30 butchering, butcher knife was only 25, so it's an upgrade for the butchering, and that's really the only thing I use it for. Just got to have it in my inventory in order to get the benefit, so that's perfect. We'll swap that out. What do we got over here? Don't care about that. And nothing else in the back room. Okay. This place is done. Next up, just to the north, we've got, what, a grocery store, I believe? Yep, grocery store. And we'll grab the food. Don't care about that. Red sauce is fine. Flour's always good. Granola and jerky is good. I love all this preserved food. Sure, we'll take them. What the heck? Gallon jug of bleach is good. Grab all the raw materials too while we're here. Yeast is good. Whoops. Nothing in the back room. Almost never is. This is probably rotten and nothing. Okay, don't need any of the raw materials this place provides. Head around. Wait a minute. What vehicle was down here? I know about the electric car. Ambulance. Always got to check ambulance. Alright, 2 chances. What do we get? What do we get? Blood draw kit, eh. Scalpel, eh. Not even gonna pick it up. I think I'm gonna drop the spear in there too. Don't think I'll need it. Okay, I don't see anything else down this way, so let's head back north. Work our way around the wreckage for now. We'll come back to deal with that after we take a look at this house. Alright, we pried it open. Nope, we got a basement. So we got an opportunity there once we find out what's in the basement. Seasoned salt. Like seasoned salt. Don't care about that book. Don't care about that book either. No thanks. And nothing in there. Okay, looks like it's just the basement. Grab the strings just because I always need possibly more. Alright, we're going to leave that here. We've got our S-stock, hunting knife, all of our basic tools. I think we'll be okay. What do we got? Spider basement! Okay. Which kind are these? Giant black widows. Is it ignoring me still? Oh, he's tracking me now, so you get stabby stabbed. Okay, I'm not going to mess with egg sacs. Oops, I am going to mess with giant spiders that come anywhere close to me, though. Alright, so I'm one and two-shotting everything. Ah, no. That'll work. So far, they haven't hit me, so our protection is doing good. I believe it's just one high-end or slash rare item per basement, but you gotta unfortunately uncover every single square of these webs in order to find them. So we're just going to keep working our way through until we find an item. And I think I'll probably move on if I do find one, because the last several I've been in, I've only gotten one item, and it takes a bit of time to actually do all this. What do we got there? Just a jacket, and don't care about the novel. Oh, there we go. I think I'm probably wrong, but I remember the last few times I've done one of these basements, the item has been in this along this back wall somewhere. So maybe next time I'll just, instead of going around the edges, I'll just beeline right into the back end. So, light power armor helmet. Alright, we don't have the light power armor body piece, I don't think, on this playthrough. But it's good power armor, so power armor helmet designed for use of the Double-Tech Power Armor Mark II-L. This improved design is lighter and cooler than the Mark I helmet. Like all Double-Tech Power Armor, the control and climate regulation systems require direct skin contact, meaning gotta be naked to wear it, basically. Can't wear other clothes or items with it. And it's got a lot of the other normal protections for sound and glare and waterproof, and tells you the time and all that kind of stuff. Protection-wise, 36, 36, 6'2", with a base 40 encumbrance, so you can almost wear this and use it unpowered. I mean, 40 encumbrance is right on the upper edge of what I'm comfortable with usually, but that's not too bad actually. I mean, you could run around in this thing unpowered and not be suffering too large negative penalty, but still be getting that 36, 36 protection. So I wouldn't do it with just a helmet, but if I get the other piece, I might be willing to switch out for that. It's more combat related though, because you can't wear backpacks or anything like that, and you got really limited carrying capacity, so we'll see. We'll definitely take it with us, and I'm pretty sure that's the only item, so like I said, I'm not going to investigate this whole place. Somebody can correct me in the comments if I'm misremembering, and we might come back, but I think it's just one per. And I don't need the food currently, so I'm not going to worry about that or butcher all that stuff. I do want to take care of this helicopter wreckage, though. I'd mentioned that you can get some good stuff out of that as well, and we need to take the solar panels off of this. So let's do this first, while we're heading back to our car. How are we doing here? We've got a good solar panel here. Battery's in bad shape. Got a damaged panel there. And pretty much destroyed one there, and another good one. This one also has the case and the battery. Case is good, battery's pretty damaged. I could repair it. I mean, just takes some welding charges, which is not a big deal. How's the electric motor doing? Electric motor's fairly trashed as well. I've got at least one, and I think I got the enhanced electric motor as well for the RV, so I'm gonna leave that here, I think. Don't know of anything else I care about taking off of this, really. I'm only debating the storage batteries, but I'm going to find more of these types of cars, and they all have the storage battery, so I think I'll leave it. Okay, we'll grab all of the solar panel stuff, though, run back to the vehicle, and... okay, oops, no, right there, composite bow, ammo... toss in the butcher knife. I'm going to keep the spear handy just in case. We'll keep the cooked meat as well. The rest of this can all go in. Okay, so we got all that, and then I want to get out my entrenching tool. Right there. Okay, and then we're going to head back over here, and we're going to dig out all this wreckage. So similar to the spider basement, you just examine, instead of smashing the webs, you examine these piles of rubble. This is metal shards or fragments from that downed helicopter, so you don't want to step on these. You can fall over and cut yourself and be bleeding out. And also you want to have a pretty good, the highest level digging tool that you can, as well as a decent strength. Otherwise, you'll really drain your stamina really quickly, and a bunch of time will go by as you struggle to dig up the pieces. But with my entrenching tool, that's a fairly high-end digging implement. It's got 3 digging quality, which is pretty good. Plus my strength and stamina, it makes this go by really quickly. So I'm just going to examine basically all of these pieces to uncover them. Usually any special items will pop right out to the top, like that, the black box. We'll go ahead and grab that. That's a quest item. Otherwise, we'll just examine all of these piles to clear them up and see if anything else pops out. No love so far. You do have a fairly good chance of getting really high-end items, CBMs and weaponry that the soldiers were carrying that were on the helicopter, but it's randomized. Just like the spider basement, so sometimes you won't find a dang thing, other times you'll come away with a whole bunch of really cool stuff. So far, we got no love. Getting down to the last few pieces here. Oh, naturally. One of the very last pieces, it's just an M1A. It fires 308 rounds. We'll grab it, but it's not super important. And I'm not sure I care enough about all of this random material. I've got pretty large capacity, or pretty large supplies of most of this kind of stuff already back at the base, so trying to grab more of it I don't think is useful. So we're going to leave all that alone. Okay, so we have pulled off all the useful parts from the solar vehicle. We got the ambulance checked. We searched all the base, or all the buildings. Let's mark all of these things empty. I am going to put a note here for the spider basement. I'm going to say cleared, basically telling myself that I've got the item out of there, because I'm not worried about the spiders anymore. I could care less if there's more. But that tells me also that there's food there if I need it. So if I happen to be in the area again and need some food, that's where I can go. Okay, let's unload again, and we'll get moving. Oops, that direction. Black box, and I think I will put those... Oops, too much, really. I've got the power armor helmet. Let's drop that in the power armor compartment. It's fun to have a power armor compartment. That was taking up a bunch of space, so that's what... now I can grab everything. Alright, examine, fold... Grab it, sure, whatever. Drop that in here as well. Okay, no forgetting Cartsy this time. So we're all set. Vehicle's in good shape. I double checked it and there's no damage anywhere on it, so we don't need to do any repairs. We're only at 46% battery, so the battery's starting to get a little concerning. Water we'll have to look at refilling as well, and our gas is starting to get a little low. I think maybe I'll pull around to the other side of town and pull the gas out of that one vehicle that had a decent amount. So let's do that before anything else happens, before I forget. Okay, stop driving and get our rubber hose. Alright, we got the vehicles right next to each other, so I should be able to siphon, fill nearby armored car. And throw it into the gas tank there. Keep going. You do it by portion, so we're up to 77, and that was it. So if we take a look, it is completely out of gas, and now we're at 78% gas. I don't think these will have any. Yeah, they shouldn't. Alright, so the wreck doesn't have any. That ambulance might, I forget. We're heading that direction, so we'll pull around and I'll jump out and check real quick. Up just a space. Alright. Yep, it's got some gas, so it's got 20 liters, so yep, definitely good. Glad I stopped. Be careful of looking at this number, because this is based on the total capacity, meaning how many tanks it has. So on some larger vehicles, this might be like 2%, and you'll go, well, there's no gas in this vehicle. But if it's 2% of 10,000 liters capacity, that could be a huge amount of gas. So just be aware that this number isn't the entire story. Always check just how many tanks that this vehicle has and how much capacity it has, because this is 17% of 120 liters capacity, not just of the 60 liter like you see in regular cars. So 17% is actually a pretty decent amount, 20.6 liters. So we're going to siphon that as well. And it's going to go into that same tank. 37, 41, 45, 49, 53, and we almost got it filled up again. Alright, 94% gas. So just two vehicles, we managed to just about top off our ride. Awesome. So let's take a look at our map. So we got everything done here. Mark this off as well. We know that's empty of anything useful. Okay, let's take a look. What do we got down here? Oh, yeah! I'm gonna have to think about this. I forgot all about these guys. Do we have what it takes to try to take these things on? This could be really, really dangerous, and it could also be really, really rewarding. But it's probably the most dangerous things we've seen in this entire game world so far. The soldier, don't care about. Bio-operator, with what I've got, don't care about. The thing that's dangerous is that Grenadier. That's the elite Grenadier, if I remember right. That guy can ruin our day. And do I risk it? This is a tough thing to think through, because I don't think I'm going to be any better prepared to deal with him than I am right now, barring getting like a tank and running him over with a tank, or some kind of really high-powered long-range weaponry, or a mini nuke that I can throw 4 blocks away. Do I try this? The danger here is if he's fully active, he's going to be throwing grenades at me, and grenades can vary from low threat flashbangs up to insane threat grenades, even with my power armor. So this is the biggest risk I've knowingly taken probably since the first week with this particular character. I really, really want to try to get this guy. The Bio-operator and the Grenadier, I believe, are going to have a really high chance of some really high-end CBMs, plus gear, because they're still packing around their gear usually. And if I remember right, there were other bodies in that area, probably soldiers and such. These guys turned and killed their buddies, so there's a really good chance of some high-end equipment. I am not going to try to ram him with my current vehicle, because the grenades could really mess up the vehicle and just basically blow it up, and I'm not going to put the vehicle at risk. But I think I might go down and try out the power armor. Let's do this. I'm going to head into that town first. I'm going to try to get these guys before we leave the area, but first we're going to come down to this bank, take care of it. We'll get our other business done first. We're going to hit this bank, then on our way back out, we'll come over here and probably get this bank, and then, yeah, I really, really want to take these guys out. We're going to wait. There's possibility with the things we can find in these bank vaults that we might find something that could make this fight a little easier, give us a little more cushion. So let's do that first. Smart play is to go hit those banks and do the looting, then come back and get these guys. I don't want to forget about them, so if you guys see me leaving the area, remind me to go take care of these things. I really want that elite Grenadier. It's so hard to kill those guys early, mid-game, and I want you to see just what these guys look like and just how dangerous they are. I think it'd be an important part of this kind of a tutorial playthrough that you kind folks that are following the adventures here for 107 episodes get a look at just what you need to run away from and what kind of preparations you need to make to deal with this kind of a threat. So there's a very good reason I ran away as fast as possible when I spotted these guys previously. And even now with power armor sitting in the back seat, I'm hesitant to go after this guy. That should give you a really good idea just how dangerous this thing is. It's one of the hardest things in the game, so it's one of the things that will kill you more certainly than most other critters in the game. So we'll deal with him, but we're going to avoid him for the moment. So let's go ahead and get moving again. I think we got just enough time in the episode to get down and get into position at that other location. So we're going to go south for a while. Get past this toxic waste dump. Hello, antlered horror. And then we're going to angle our way over to the southwest. Alright, how are we doing? Making good progress. I'm just going to keep my same direction there. Avoid any boulders in the middle of the road, or middle of the field. Man, I really want to go take that guy out, but he scares the crap out of me. I've lost a lot of good characters to those zombie grenadiers. What time is it? 15:42. I also have to consider the time of day and trying to go into this town that I haven't really cleared. Do I wait for nightfall? The problem is, nightfall, for me to get into the bank quietly, I have to hack that computer. If that fails, then I'm going to have to go through the wall, which is going to make a huge amount of noise and draw all the local zombies onto me. Because we're going to have a lot of zombies to fight over there. And enough time's gone by, there might be some upgraded zombies that we actually do have to be careful about. Alright, let's work our way back up this way now. How we doing? Coming up on that road. I think I'm going to go ahead and hit that road. We've got an apartment tower here. It's got a high zombie population. I'm thinking maybe I actually will go south a bit and then kind of roll up. I want to get parked right around this area, kind of back behind these houses. Let's do that. Let's angle back to the south a bit, see if we can avoid stirring up that apartment complex too early. What is that, a Grim Howler chasing my car? Alright, there's the road. We got ferals, zombie cops, zombies, no dangers there. Ooh, we got a good vehicle there that I'm going to have to check out. That might be something I can tear apart for parts. Oh, that's just an ambulance. Never mind. Is that an APC or just a bus? That's just a school bus. Okay, so how are we doing? Coming up on the area I want. Look at all the zombies, though. I mean, we've got a bunch up here. We got some starting to follow us. And there's a brute in the mix, an ankle biter. The brute's the only thing that's got a little bit of a punch power, but nothing I'm too worried about so far. Maybe I'll start lobbing some grenades at one of these groups. That would make some noise and draw some attention. How to do this. Check the time. We've got a few more minutes before I want to call an end to the episode, so we're kind of in position. Let's... If I get out of the vehicle, I'm pretty much committed, and there's a lot of zombies in the area, and I can get overrun, and I'm not in my power armor at the moment. So I'm wondering if it would be better to back off a short bit, get in the power armor, put a UPS on it, power it up, and then just start wading into these things and annihilating them. They can't really hurt me. None of the thing I've seen so far is going to be able to hurt me. It's going to take me a short bit of time to get suited up. Then I can drag the cart with the jackhammer up to the bank. No, that won't work. I gotta remember, getting through the wall is not the only barrier, because once I've gotten through the wall, I actually have to use the stethoscope to break into the lock boxes, and that takes time. So I have to clear the area, because otherwise I'll just have a constant stream of zombies coming in and hitting me while I'm trying to pick those strong boxes. Going in at night's not helping. It's not going to be helped because the jackhammer through the wall is going to make a huge amount of noise and draw zombies from all over. We're going to have to do a lot of killing to get to this this bank vault. I don't want to go on a road rampage. I'd rather not tear my vehicle apart for this type of situation. I think just hopping in the power armor with the S-Stock is the way to go. With the S-Stock and the piercing damage, even if they group up and swarm me, I'll be killing two at a time essentially when I get the pierce attacks with the critical hits. Let's do that. I think that's the better plan. So let's angle down to the south. We'll get a little bit of distance so I can get out, get naked, and get in the power armor. I think that hopefully is enough. Stop driving. Zoom in here. And let's go to the advanced inventory, what I'm wearing. And take it all off. Oops, right here. Take it all off. Yes. Alright. We've got a zombie dog coming, but I think we'll be okay. Let's grab the power armor and the UPSs. No. Try this again. Grab those two, wear them, then grab the UPSs. Okay. That's all of my gear. I'll come back for that shortly. I do want to grab... not those. Do I still have it in my hand? I still got it in my hand. Alright, so we've got the power armor, the helmet, and the S-stock. That's pretty much all the armor and weapons I need. I've got the UPSs, which is 5 out of my 5.6 capacity. That will allow me to power this thing up if it looks like I need to. I'm going to avoid it if I can, but it's so encumbering I might have to. Before we engage, let's go ahead and eat. I don't have any cooked left. Yes, I do. There we go. Cooked meat, cooked meat, cooked meat. Alright, we're full. We're slaked, and I think we are good to go. So we are ready to wade into a slaughter. Alright, so as I mentioned, the plan now is we're just going to wade right up into town. I'm debating whether to take the cart with me with the jackhammer. I think I will, but I'll leave it and move forward a few steps to make sure it doesn't get damaged. So let's go ahead and let's get everything ready. We're running a little long, so I'm probably not going to actually get into town this episode. But next episode will be fairly exciting bloodbath as we try to clear the southern end of this town so I can safely rob that bank. So let's grab Cartsy. Alright, let's do this since... no, I do want to do it that way. Let's grab... Wait, I can't. I don't have the carrying capacity, so we're going to have to do it this way. Alright, you go to there. Cartsy. And then I also need the... never mind, I don't have a jackhammer, I have a pickaxe. So the pickaxe... Keep confusing my playthroughs. I have the jackhammer on the prison escape playthrough. And so the pickaxe, Cartsy, I'm in the armor, I can't do anything else. I need the stethoscope as well, which is in the other pile. Alright, so now those two I want to go here, and then from this pile I need the stethoscope. We'll take the toolbox as well. I don't plan on butchering, but we'll take it just in case. And the MBR. Can't wear any of the armor. Shouldn't need the food or water in the short time we'll be gone. And if anything can damage me in this suit, I'm done anyway, so well, we'll take them just in case. Alright, so got all that right there now. Let's grab Cartsy, sure, drop that here. Activate him. Grab. Wield that. And just about done. All of that into Cartsy. Okay, I think we are set. So we got the power armor, we got the UPSs if we need them, we got the S-stock, which is we're going to use for our primary weapon. Doing really, really well for us. The punch power to penetrate the armor is the biggest advantage that it gives us over cutting and bashing weapons. And then in the cart we've got some gear. Pickaxe to go through the wall, stethoscope to pick the locks on the lock boxes. Toolbox and hunting knife just cause, the battle rifle just in case, and then our basic medicine gear. So I think we are good. So next episode we're just going to wade north and carve our way right up to that bank, and depending on what happens when we get to the bank, I may try to break in immediately. Like I said, the problem is the amount of time it takes to pick the locks on the strong boxes. If I make too much noise, it's just going to take forever. But I think the pickaxe will make less noise than like the jackhammer does. So we'll see what happens. After that, we'll head south. We got Ludlow Bank to hit. And then I'm going to debate. I think we'll still probably go over here. So we got 3 banks in proximity we can hit. I'm not sure if I'm going to try to get in any of these other buildings. We'll kind of see what things look like. And then before we head home, I swear I'm going to go try that Grenadier. it could be the end of the series. Very, very well could be the end of the series. So it's going to be a couple episodes before I get there. So if you guys have opinions on whether or not I should give it a try, you let me know. Make sure you throw it in the comments. Visit me on my Discord channel that I've got linked below. Let me know your thoughts. I am not kidding. If you've never seen one of these things before, it is very dangerous. But I can't think how I could get better equipped than heavy power armor to try to take the guy on. Killing it from range with extreme prejudice is about the only other thing you could do, and I'm not really equipped for that kind of thing. And like I said, I'm not willing to put this vehicle at risk for trying to go after him. That would be probably suicide as well. So let me know what you think in the comments, and as always, please do hit the like, comment, follow, subscribe, all those choices. It really helps the channel, and if you appreciate the effort and the time I'm putting into these for you for your entertainment, I would appreciate it if you take advantage of those and do me the favor of hitting them so we can raise the channel awareness and help me grow the channel, and that would be greatly appreciated. So, hope to see you in the next episode. Have a great day. Bye-bye.